Wednesday, everybody. It is Broker's Tour here.
Okay, real quick, I feel like it's important to point out that as I edit this, I realized the street I was driving down was extremely bumpy, but I did not choose to film on an off-road street. I chose to film on Padaro Lane, and Padaro Lane has $150 million properties, but they cannot get that street paved. So I just wanted to point that out. Enjoy the video.
In Carpinteria and Montecito, but I am focusing on Carpinteria and specifically those brand new builds in the Polo fields. I know we've all been watching these go up over the past year, maybe 2 years, and a couple of them are ready for the market. So I'm going to go check these out. I'm going to take you guys along for the tour. And if you have any other questions about them, please let me know. I definitely know that there's going to be more coming up on the market. There's 40 residents total in that community. I know these are around 3,000 square feet, plus or minus, and there should be some condos coming up as well. So please reach out with any other questions. And if not, just enjoy this tour. Let's go.
Okay, so we're on Via Real. 101 is to the left. These big hedges are the actual Polo fields. Up here, you'll see the entrance. The Polo field condos are at the back of the property, and you'll see this giant wall here is the beginning of the new development. You can see they're still constructing most of them. Right ahead of us are the condos, so those are not complete. What we're looking at are the single-family residents. Typically in Santa Barbara, there's not as much of a buyer demand on new construction just because we have such cool historical old homes here. That being said, this is a very small community. It seems like it's been constructed very well, and I think the finishes are going to be really unique. So I'm excited to see the finished result. So this is the first model home we're going to check out. It's actually not priced yet, but I think it's going to be around $5 million. As you can see, it's super busy in there. We are all really excited for these.
Hey, nice to see you.
As you enter, you have a gorgeous dining area to the left, and then you have kind of a powder area here to the right. Very beautiful details. You already have tall ceilings, but when you get into the living room, you have these gigantic vaulted ceilings. Beautiful detail. That fireplace is awesome. I feel like it's grand, but not dramatic. The dramatic part is the fact that you have the Polo field view. Over to the kitchen area, you'll see it's a giant kitchen. Perfect for hosting and entertaining.
We're doing all right. Still available. Still available. Bring it by.
You have your 2-car garage here. You have your second kitchen over here. And then you have your laundry area. You also have a giant pantry space here. Little breakfast, a little lunch. Okay, upstairs is gonna just be a gorgeous patio lookout. So this home really does just sit as a total single level. That being said, I think it's really smart to utilize this space. Oh, and it's totally finished with heaters and everything. You have gorgeous mountain views, obviously Polo field views. This is the practice field, so you'll be able to see a lot of action. And I think on a prettier day, you would have a little bit of an ocean view through those trees as well. This is kind of cool. You can see the stables over there to the right. Okay, let's go back downstairs. Okay, so this wing of the house has one ensuite bedroom. Here it is. Like I said, ensuite, so you have the full bath there. You do have a walk-in closet. Look at those views. So pretty. And then here's your walk-in closet. So that's a good use of space under the staircase. I know I keep saying it, but this house really feels giant in our town. We just don't have things that are on this grand of a scale. And this view is gorgeous, even on an ugly, overcast day like today. Okay, let's go check out the other wing of the house with the other bedrooms. The stagers have done a really good job, but I just keep thinking about how much art you have to fill the space in this house. Okay, so the second bedroom is just your traditional size bedroom. That's probably a full-size bed with 2 nightstands, but then you have a walk-in closet, which is awesome, and then your own full bathroom here. Guess technically not a full because there's not a tub, but you get it. This is staged as a little workout room. It could definitely be turned into another bedroom if you wanted it to be. It also has its own ensuite bathroom. And then its own little closet here. Now that's the hallway we came in on, and this is the primary bedroom. This is a really big bedroom, obviously plenty of room for your bed, nightstands, dressers, huge tall ceilings, gorgeous views of the polo field, and then this bathroom, which is a little, I don't know, maybe exhibitionist, if you will, but it is gorgeous, and you do have a lot of privacy most of the time, but if you wanted to shower or tub while activity was happening, you'd have to pull the shades down. This is a good size closet, but I think it goes further back. There we go. For $5 million, it better have a big walk-in closet. Honestly, this house is totally gorgeous. It's very unique for our area, and this view is really everything. Okay, on to the second house. This one is a little above $3 million. It is smaller in square footage, less bedrooms, and a different style, but I actually really, really like the energy in here. You can tell it still has beautiful detail and finishes. I think the floor plan is really inviting and warm. I like the exposed wood beams. It's kind of more rustic. And then you do have that outdoor patio space, which takes you to this little yard out this window. I'm not sure what those views will look like when they finish the construction in the neighborhood, so that's something to consider. But overall, this house has a lot to offer as far as character and features. You saw the minibar back there, this great big kitchen, huge pantry. And then over here you have your first primary bedroom. As you can see, it's a nice large bedroom. You do have windows going out to your yard space, and then a large ensuite bathroom. Private toilet, which is always great, and then your walk-in closet. This shower is huge, which is always nice to see. And then double sinks in the vanity. Hi. And then as you walk down this hall, you'll see kind of build outs to the left. Over here you have your laundry room. You have one of the guest bedrooms here on the left. Good closet space, and then of course ensuite full bathroom. That is the main street out of that window, just for perspective and location. That's the 2-car garage. And then this is the other guest bedroom here. And then again, of course, these all are en suites. So you have your walk-in closet there. And then you have your full bathroom here. Well, as expected, those homes were gorgeous. I know if you're from an area outside of California, or specifically Santa Barbara, you're probably pretty used to new construction and all of the glam and the glory of the large floor plans and the ensuite bathrooms and the tall vaulted ceilings and just the newness of everything. But here in Santa Barbara, we really don't have any of that. I think I touched on it earlier, but new developments generally don't have as much buyer action in our area because people do like the historical parts of Santa Barbara, but these have a lot of beautiful features. You cannot beat that gorgeous Polo Field view. And of course, if you want to live in this area and have 4 bedrooms and en suites and all of that, you're either buying an old home and dealing with the project yourself, or buying something like this. So if you have any questions about those units or the ones that are still under construction, including the condos, please reach out. And if you're a neighbor and you're curious about what this is gonna do to your property value, I'd love to chit chat with you about it. This is something that's new and exciting for our community. And I think it'll be a really interesting topic as these come on the market. So my name is Jackie. I'm always here to help with any of your real estate needs here in town. We'll chat later.